Glendale Fire Department has purchased a DRAFTS unit manufactured by Pump Pod USA. DRAFTS stands for Direct Recirculation Apparatus, Firefighting, and Sustainability. The purpose of this unit is to save water. It can be used for drill pumping operations using its 1,800 gallon tank capacity, recirculating through the engine's pump via the hard suction, and returning through the hose lines hooked to the rear. This will allow extended pumping operations using only 1,800 gallons of water. We'll start with a basic walk around. In the front here, you can see we have the hand crank that cranks the trailer up and down and lowers it onto the hitch of the truck that's towing. Stored in the tongue here, all of our hose that's permanently assigned to this apparatus. You can see that it's marked with a green stripe so as not to be confused with the hose on your frontline apparatus. We will have 400 feet of 1 3/4, 200 feet of 2.5, 100 foot of 1.5 inch, and 100 feet of 4-inch permanently assigned to this. Up front you can see our toolbox. Toolbox has a bubble level on it. It's to get your side-to-side level. When using this, the bubble should be somewhere in the middle. In the toolbox we also have other miscellaneous equipment stored, accessible with a fire road key. Here on this front corner we have a corner leveling jack. There's one on all 4 corners. That's how we'll get the apparatus level. Up front you can see the 6-inch hard suction pipe coming out of the unit. It's reduced down to 4-inch. That's where the hard suction will come out of there and go into the intake of the engine. Up here on the side you'll also notice that there's a hand wheel. That valve lets water flow straight through the 6-inch pipe, or if you close it, water has to go up and over, which simulates a 6-foot draft or 6 foot of lift. Goes up and over the 4-inch pipe. Once you get it up and over the top, you basically have a siphon effect. Here's the draft bleeder. That's how you actually break that draft. And on our way back, we've got our water meter. It's important that this water meter works. The top will give you your GPM. The bottom is total gallons flowed through this meter. If that's not working, email training and we'll get it fixed. It's connected to a battery, and directly behind it in the rear, you can see the plug to keep the battery tender charged. Next we have our red 1.5 inch fill line. That's connected to a float valve that will automatically keep the unit topped off. You'll see underneath here, got our 8-foot 4-inch hard suction. One side will have a double male connected to it, which will allow you to go right from the blue discharge into your intake. We also have back here on the side, front to back bubble level. We have our 3-inch belly drain here. Before you move for towing, you can open the valve, make sure it's totally empty. This unit is never to be transported with any water in it. Making our way towards the rear, you can see the 2 red tie-down straps that are keeping these steps in the stowed position. Rear corner leveling jacks. This square here you can see is designed for the hose lines to run through. That way they can vibrate there and there'll be no chafing on the hose. You do not want the hose lines running up the stairs. The doors are to be locked when not in use. Again, that's a fire road key. Working our way down the passenger side of the trailer. You can see the other tie-down strap. We have a 1.5 inch recirculation line there. You don't want to flow water to recirculate through your pump and you're not going to be flowing water for a long period of time. You can run 1.5 inches to that and let that be your recirc line to keep water moving. We've got our riser. It has 150 feet of friction loss built in through 90-degree turns, so you can pump that like you would pump a standpipe on a high-rise or an apartment. Underneath you can see our other 8-foot section of 4-inch hard suction. And our portable hydrant. Portable hydrant weighs 180 pounds, not to be lifted with 1 person, 2 people minimum. It's very easy to move it with 4 people. It's stowed here with this pin, keeps it in position. You need to make sure in the rear when you slide this in that it's underneath the lip to the rear. That'll keep it from working its way off in transport. In the back, if you need to access the top of the unit, you can see the black ladder that's holding up the piping assembly. That doubles as a ladder. You can climb up if you need to get up top, clean off the roof target that could have leaves, or if you need to get up there for cleaning the apparatus.